friends. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is wet and kind of flat. But anyway, I've really been kind of like debating with myself whether I should even pick up the camera today, because I am just not feeling very good. I have not been sleeping. It's a combination of things, but I have not slept great for 3 nights. Now I take that back. Night before last, I slept pretty decent. But I think that's because on Sunday night into Monday morning, I got 3 hours of sleep. It wasn't even a restful sleep. I didn't get into REM sleep. It was just horrible. And the reason is because Percy is going through something. I don't know what his problem is. Ever since he was a little baby, when we first brought him home, he cried in his crate. Cried and cried and cried and cried. But after a week or so, he got used to it, and we've not had any problems with him going in his crate since then. And he is now 9 months old. But for whatever reason, Sunday night, he just decided he did not want to be in his crate anymore. And he pitched a giant fit and whined and scratched and whined and scratched and whined and scratched all night. All night until the wee hours of the morning. And then he finally fell asleep, and then I was able to get some sleep. And like I said, I got 3 hours that night. I have no idea what was going on. I'm not going to get into all the details of everything that I tried that night, but I tried everything to make him stop. Thought maybe he had, his bedding was wet, so I changed all of his blankets. I tried everything. So then Monday night into Tuesday, he slept really good. He didn't really want to go into his crate at first, but then he settled down and went to sleep. And I think it's basically because he was exhausted like the rest of us. Unlike the rest of us, he was able to nap all day Monday. I wasn't able to nap. So thankfully, Monday night, I was able to get sleep. And I got some good sleep. I fell asleep on the couch at like 9 o'clock. And then Percy and the rest of the dogs didn't get up till 8 the next morning, which is good because I had to go grocery shopping. And that would have been so miserable had I been another sleepless night. So then last night, again, he did not want to go in his crate. And he started the scratching and the whining stuff again. And it woke Scott up, and he kind of talked to him very firmly and told him to lay down. And for the most part, Percy was quiet last night, but I could tell he was just more restless. But the main problem last night is that Scott was snoring so bad. I'm sure all you women have husbands that snore. What is it with men and their snoring? But normally I can elbow him and he'll change positions, and then he'll at least stop long enough for me to go to sleep. But I was anxious. That was part of the problem. I was anxious because I kept thinking Percy's going to wake up and he's going to start scratching and whining, and I'm going to have another really bad night. So I had that on my mind. And the more you try to go to sleep, the harder it is to go to sleep. And then Scott starts snoring, and no matter what position he's in, he's snoring. And so 2 o'clock this morning, I finally gave up and came out here, laid on the couch. I didn't sleep. It wasn't comfortable. I couldn't sleep. Finally, Scott's alarm goes off at about 3:30. As soon as he got up out of that bed, I went back and laid down. And I was able to finally go to sleep probably around 4:30. And then 8 o'clock this morning, the dogs are wanting up, they're wanting their breakfast. So the routine has to go on. And so I got up, I fed the dogs, and I laid back down on the couch for a couple hours. It's already 11:30. And about 10 o'clock, I got up and did my outside chores and got a shower and all of that. But I didn't sleep. I did not sleep when I was on the couch. I just laid here and just kind of rested and tried to sleep. And then while I was laying here resting, trying to go to sleep, I realized the date. Today is May 1st. And May 1st is the day my mother passed away. And it's been 8 years, but the anniversary is still super hard. So then I start crying. And there's no going to sleep. And I'm already, sleep deprived and super emotional. And yeah, so I've just not had a good week at all. We're supposed to go to Bible study tonight, and I already messaged everybody and said that the Floras are not going to make it because I am absolutely exhausted, and I hope I can sleep tonight. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be trying some different things. I am going to turn the TV off at 10 o'clock tonight. I might fall asleep on the couch again at 9, but from now on, the TV's going off at 10. And I am going to stop drinking caffeine at noon. I don't know if that played a part in it or not. Sometimes I can drink tea all the way up to bedtime and sleep like a log. But I drank tea last night, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I had some iced tea. So I'm changing that. No tea after 10 o'clock, or afternoon, I mean. At least tea with caffeine. I can drink herb tea and stuff. And TV's off at 10. And I also have, what did I do with them? Here they are. I have some essential oils. I have an essential oil burner in my bedroom. And I've been having to put like peppermint and eucalyptus and that kind of stuff in it because my sinuses are so horrible that I get dizzy when I lay down. That was another thing. I was getting dizzy last night. That didn't help matters at all. But I am going to, instead of that, I'm going to start using these in there. I've got this one. It's called Sleep Ease. I don't know if you can see that. Sleep Ease. Best sleep ever. And good night. And I don't know, I'm probably going to do the best sleep ever tonight because that's what I need. But I'm going to start using these essential oils in my essential oil burner. And then as far as Percy and his box, I don't know. I looked it up online. Why does my dog suddenly hate his crate? And there's all kinds of different reasons they speculate. And I think possibly the reason is because the crate is getting too small for him. He likes to just sprawl out when he sleeps. And he really can't sprawl out in his crate. So before I go out and spend $1 bazillion on a bigger crate for him, we have pet cages that I actually used for chickens whenever they would be like a hospital cage for sick chickens. And I've got 2 of them, and they're outside. And I'm going to have Olivia measure them. This is going to be her project for today. I'm going to have her measure them, see if they're considerably bigger than his existing crate, because I'm not really even sure. See if it will actually fit in the spot where his crate is now, because we literally have nowhere else to put it. And if those 2 things, if it is bigger and if it will fit in the spot, I'm going to have her disinfect it, scrub it, disinfect it, try to get any weird smells out of it, which that could pose a problem because he's a beagle and he has a very, very sensitive nose. And if the crate smells super weird and funny, he might have another bad night in it. And then I'm going to have her bring it in, and I'm going to set it up here in the living room and kind of entice him to go in it, let him sniff it and smell it and everything, and see how he likes it, and maybe switch him over to that cage, because he cannot be left out of a crate at night and when we're gone. He cannot. He is so untrustworthy. He chews up everything still. He tears stuff up. He gets into things, and we just cannot. He has got to be crated when we're gone and at night. So we're going to give that a try. So other than getting on here and moaning and bemoaning the fact that I can't sleep and I'm having a terrible time, I'm not sure what else I'm going to get up to today. I'm going to try to just press on. Scott told me to take a nap. Well, I can't take a nap. It's too bright out. The dogs bark every 5 minutes. There's no way I can take a nap. So I'm going to try to just soldier through today. I've got some lemon, grapefruit, and orange essential oils going in my essential oil burner right now, because those are mood lifting, energizing fragrances, essential oils, and so hoping that will boost my clarity of my mind. And I'm going to finish drinking up my tea. I've got some tea in that cup back there, and I'm going to finish that, drinking that. I had some breakfast this morning. Well, I broke my fast with a 0 sugar muffin in a mug, low carb, no flour, no sugar, and that filled me up pretty good. But I am going to eat probably in an hour. I'm going to eat a nice big salad, and we'll just get on with the day. I have some food prep I wanted to get done today and film, and I may do that yet, but boy, do I still have a headache. I have a headache and a sinus pressure, and I'm really, really tired. So if any of you have any suggestions of ways other than what I already am going to try to sleep better at night, we switched mattresses. I think I talked about that we needed a new mattress. We did end up getting a new mattress, and it is a lot more comfortable. I think my main thing is no caffeine and no electronics. That's going to have to be my new rules. And if you have any suggestions on why Percy might suddenly, just suddenly out of the blue, start hating his crate, give me your suggestions in the comments below. Anyway, I'm going to try to soldier on and see what we can get up to. If I don't video anymore today, I'll definitely be videoing tomorrow. And so this might be all you get from me on Wednesday. But stay tuned. You guys, look at my pea sprouts. Look at them. I did not think I was going to get such a luscious amount of pea sprouts. But I'm going to go ahead and harvest these, get them washed, and then I don't know if they'll grow back, but I'm going to try, especially since this tray has spicy mixed on this side and they're not quite ready to harvest yet. So I'm going to do that because I want some of these in with my salad. Oh, that essential oils I think is helping. Feeling a little bit perkier, but I need to take some Tylenol because I've got a splitting headache. But anyway, let me get this stuff harvested. Yummo. Little man, no. Oh dear. Oh dear. These are too close to the edge. He's such a pistol, I tell ya. them a real good drink, and I've got them back under the grow lights. I'm gonna lower these lights. I had them up high because you saw how tall those peas were. Now I have absolutely no idea if these will grow back. I'm kind of doubtful that they will, but we'll see what happens. I'll give it a couple of days. If there's no sign of any kind of new regrowth, I'm just gonna take these out and dump these out into the chicken pen, and they will finish off eating all those little sprouts and stuff. And then these lettuces, this microgreen mixes, they will be ready to harvest in another day or two. So I've got that going. Marigolds are still doing well. Probably gonna have to transplant those into a bigger containers here by the end of the week. And then my leaf lettuces and my kale are doing terrible. Lettuce is a little bit better than the kale, although kale has a long germination. It takes it like 10 days or something to germinate, so I'm not completely giving up my hope on that. But I really didn't have a whole lot of hope on these anyway because of the seeds. I didn't think they were great seeds to begin with. And anyway, I'm just gonna let these do their thing, grow to their capacity, even if I don't get a full tray. And then I'm gonna order some good leaf lettuce seeds from True Leaf Market because their seeds are wonderful. Well, good morning, friends. What a difference a good night's sleep makes in a person's whole body. I feel so much better today. I think I got about 10 hours of sleep last night. I fell asleep on the couch about 8 o'clock and dozed on and off, and then I didn't get up till 8 o'clock this morning. So I slept really good. I feel so much better today. And I have enough energy that I want to get some things done. I think the difference of not drinking caffeine after lunchtime and pure exhaustion, I'm sure, had a part in it. And we switched Percy into a bigger crate. I'll show you that in a minute. And he didn't like it at first. He was still kind of whining a little bit, but Scott scolded him and told him to lay down and be quiet. And I told him to be quiet, and he went to sleep, and he did not make a peep until 8 o'clock this morning. So I think that has solved that problem. Periodically through the day, I'm going to take him in there, open the crate, give him a really special treat in the crate so that he associates good things with that crate, and hopefully he won't have any whining tonight at all. The weather is absolutely glorious. I wish it could be like this every day. Maybe just a smidge warmer because the air is a little cool, but oh, it's just glorious. Shut the air conditioners off, have all the doors and windows open, letting fresh air in, and it just feels wonderful, and it feels so good to be rested. Hopefully the rest of this week I get good sleep. I've got to change my bedtime habits. I really do. So anyway, on the agenda for today is food prep. I didn't get any food prep done yesterday other than those peas. I need to go start some more sprouts because I'm all out of sprouts. I got a handful left that I'm going to feed to my chickens. I only keep them for maybe 5 or 6 days, and then what's left goes to the chickens. The chickens love them. It's good for them, so it's not like they're being wasted. In fact, some of those sprouts, the ones I don't really care for the cabbage sprouts. They're kind of strong. To me, they taste strong. So I think whenever I do sprout cabbage, they're going to go specifically just for the chickens. But I am going to try some new ones today. I want to do alfalfa. I've heard those are really good. And I'm not sure about the other one I'm going to do. Maybe lentil. Those have to soak overnight. The lentil ones do. So we'll just see. And I need to straighten up my bedroom. Oh, and if the weather stays good and everything. And if we have time, I really want to go over to the graves today, to the graveyard, to my mom and my brothers, and clean up around them and get their new decorations up. I touched on it a little bit yesterday, that yesterday was the 8th anniversary of my mom's death, and I'm sure that did not help me feel better yesterday. It was just one other layer on top of an already terrible day. But anyway, I want to go over there and do that today if possible. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I still have to walk, haven't done my exercise yet this morning, but before I do that, I'm gonna go in, show you what we did in the bedroom for Percy and for Sally, and get my bed made, and then I will walk. So this is the new crate that we got for Percy. We actually already had this crate. We've used it for a multitude of different things over the years. We use it for sick chickens sometimes. We've used it for ducks. We've used it for dogs. We've used it for lots of things. And it was out in one of our outbuildings. I scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it really, really good. Got all of and disinfected it, let it sit in the sun and let it disinfect in the sun. And then that cushion is the one that's usually in our floor. All of the dogs really, really love it, and it fits this crate perfectly. I ordered another one exactly like it from Chewy.com. It's supposed to get here tomorrow, and I might order a third one because all of the dogs really like it a lot. And that way I'll have extras to swap out if I need to wash this one. But he's able to stretch out in there completely because he loves to just stretch completely out when he sleeps. And he's able to do that in there, and he's able to sit up without bumping his head. And I think he is going to be much happier in there. He seemed much happier in there last night. And then over here, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago in one of my vlogs that we had gotten one of those bed rails for toddlers. It's usually meant for toddlers, but we got this for Sally so she doesn't fall out of the bed again, because this is where she fell a couple weeks ago. She fell right off of that end, and anytime she's even come close to falling, it's been off of this end. So this is one of those that will fold down. So during the night when I'm in bed, sleeping in bed, we fold it down because as long as I'm there, she's not going to fall out. But after Scott leaves in the morning for work, he puts it up because usually I scoot over and more towards the middle of the bed, and she's more likely to fall off. Now, she has never fallen off on Scott's side of the bed before, so we're not worried about that side. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this rail put down and get this bed made. Yeah, it's a disaster. You can tell I haven't slept good for the last 3 nights because I haven't made my bed and it looks like a tornado went through it. Last week we had a craft night at our church and we did decoupage. If you remember, I bought this and this vessel at Salvation Army for that. And Olivia did this one, but she gave it to me, and then I did this one. And then the lady who runs the craft thing at our church gave me this vessel. So I did this one when I got home. And I ordered these lights. They are on a timer and they have a remote. And these little like votives, and I was not sure if it would fit in this one, and it does not. So I've got candles in these two, and in this one I'm going to use some of these flowers that I purchased Monday. I'm going to make a nice little bouquet in here, and then I've got this wreath that I'm hoping I can fit all 3 of the candle holders in, and it's going to go up there on my headboard. So let me get a flower arrangement made and I'll get this put in place and we'll see if it works. only way they would both fit inside that ring is if I elevated that one. I am going to get some double side tape and I'm going to tape it onto that, because otherwise it's very precariously on there, but I will do that off camera. But I do like how that turned out. It's so cute. I really like it. And I do, I have the candles on. You can kind of see how they glow. If I probably can't get a nighttime shot of this because by the time it's dark, Scott's in bed sleeping, but there's the candles off. There they are on. And my friend Carolyn sent me that little candle holder for Christmas, and I put one of those votive lights in there. It came with a set. They came with a set of 6, and they're rechargeable, which is really cool. I will link them in the description box below if I remember. I got them off of Amazon. forgot the little shears I was gonna bring to trim the grass, so I'll have to come back for that. And then I also had a little round cement memory thing that I was gonna put by my mom's, and I forgot that as well. So I'm gonna have to make another trip back over here, but not today. This is what we got done today. Didn't take very long at all. You're nuts. All right, friends, we are finishing up here at the graveyard, cemetery, whatever you want to call it. Got the Beagle brothers heading to the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been kind of a strange past couple of days, but I hope it made for an interesting video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, friends.